Although Lord Ramachandra appeared such a long time ago, still his glories are spread everywhere. The activities of the greatest of the human beings, be they emperors or world conquerors or big philosophers, are forgotten after a few hundred years. During his time, Alexander must have been world famous. But today, we know very little of him. In a few more decades, he may even be forgotten from the minds of the people. However, Lord Ramachandra continues to rule the hearts of people even after millions of years. Why? Because he is not an ordinary man. He is God. How do we claim that Lord Ramachandra is God and not an ordinary person? The basis for determining who is God or who is an incarnation of God and who is not just on the basis of popularity. The basis are the Vedas. The Vedas must declare that this person is Bhagavan or God. In the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a description of the different incarnations or avatars of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One of them is mentioned as below. Naradevatvam apannaha surakarya chikirshaya samudra nigrahadini chakre viryani atah param. In the 18th incarnation, this is what this verse of the Bhagavatam is saying. In the 18th incarnation, the Supreme Lord appeared as King Rama. In order to perform some pleasing work for the demigods, for the devatas, he exhibited superhuman powers by controlling the Indian Ocean and then killing the atheist King Ravana, who was on the other side of the sea. This is what the Srimad Bhagavatam says. So clearly the Bhagavatam is saying Lord Ramachandra is an incarnation, avatara. Again, in the 9th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned, Tasyapi Bhagavan Esha Sakshat Brahmamayo Harihi Amshamshena Chaturdhagat Putratvam Prarthita Suraihi Rama Lakshmana Bharata Shatrugna iti Sanjnaya. Being prayed for by the devatas, by the demigods, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the absolute truth himself directly appeared with his expansion and expansions of the expansion. Their holy names were Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrugna. These celebrated incarnations thus appeared in 4 forms as the sons of Maharaj Dasharatha. This is what the Srimad Bhagavatam, the 9th canto says. We can see here clearly that Lord Rama is declared to be the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead unequivocally in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The Padma Purana declares that Lord Ramachandra is Narayana himself, while the Vishnu Dharmotara declares that Lord Ramachandra is an incarnation of Narayana. So, Lord Ramachandra is not an ordinary person, but he is an expansion or incarnation, the avatara of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In various parts, apart from the Ramayana, we can see how Lord Ramachandra is declared to be the Supreme Lord himself. The Brahma Samhita also states, Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan Nanavataram Akarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Parama Pumanyo Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, Krishna, who is always situated in various incarnations such as Rama, Narasimha and many sub-incarnations as well, but who is the original personality of Godhead, known as Krishna, and who incarnates personally also. So even the Brahma Samhita also declares that Lord Ramachandra is an incarnation. Thus, in multiple places apart from the Ramayana, Lord Rama has been declared to be an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Vedas, and hence we accept him as such.